Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here, because today, well, we're unpacking a truly fantastic resource. We're going to take a really close look at the Buea Institute of Technology's Certificate in Digital Marketing. Specifically, we'll be breaking down their entire 9-module program. If you've ever sat there and wondered exactly what it takes to master the online marketplace, you are exactly where you need to be. We're going to walk through the literal blueprint BIT uses to take students from absolute beginners all the way to certified digital experts. Okay, so let's just dive right in by defining our core subject here, digital marketing. It's essentially all about creating and delivering content through digital channels. So think websites, social media, email, mobile apps, the whole shebang. And the end goal? To increase brand awareness, generate leads, and ultimately drive sales. Today, we're really framing the certificate as the ultimate toolkit for anyone wanting to build an online business or sell successfully in today's digital economy. I mean, it is the absolute engine of modern business, for sure. So here's our blueprint for today. We'll be looking at the BIT Digital Certificate itself, foundations and e-commerce, traffic and engagement, conversion and design, the academic project, and finally, top-paying career opportunities. All right, Section 1, the BIT Digital Certificate and its entry requirements. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is the timeline. This entire transformational journey, and that includes all your coursework plus a supervised project, takes just 4 intensive months. Think about that. That is a rapid, incredibly efficient upgrade to your professional skill set. And over those 4 months, you're going to accumulate 58 total credits. This really reflects the intense academic weight of the program, which is distributed across the 9 highly targeted modules we're about to explore. These credits aren't just an arbitrary grade. They represent a fundamental shift in your actual ability to capture attention and drive real-world revenue. Okay, moving right along to Section 2, Foundations and E-commerce. This is all about building the platform. Look, before you can market anything, you obviously need to build the actual platform where your online business is going to live and operate, right? So these first 2 steps act as your absolute foundation, carrying 6 credits each. Step 1 is Module WSD 204, which is building a content management system, or CMS, using WordPress. This is where you literally learn to build and manage a flexible website. Then, Step 2 is Module WSD 212, Introduction to Digital Marketing and E-commerce. This pairs perfectly with that new website by setting up your essential e-commerce capabilities. Together, these 2 modules make sure you've got a functional, transactional digital storefront that is totally ready for the world. Which brings us to Section 3, Traffic and Engagement. Because let's face it, having a beautiful, perfectly functional WordPress website simply doesn't matter if no one can find it. You need eyes on your pages. Now, there are 2 primary ways to actually get those visitors over to your site. On one side, we have Module 3, which covers search engine and display advertisement. This is your paid traffic, basically learning how to use platforms like Google Ads to literally pay for immediate visibility. On the flip side, we have Module 5, focusing on search engine optimization, or SEO. That's your organic traffic, the art of optimizing your website so it naturally ranks high in search results, for free. And honestly, you absolutely need to understand both sides of this coin to be effective. And bridging the gap between that paid and organic traffic is Module 4, Content and Social Media Marketing. Because once you actually have traffic flowing to your site, you've got to create engaging content across various social platforms to keep that audience hooked and coming back for more. It's entirely about building a long-term, profitable relationship with those visitors you worked so hard to attract. All right, Section 4, Conversion and Design, or in other words, closing the sale. So here, the focus shifts entirely. It's no longer just about getting engaged visitors. It is about turning those visitors into paying customers. These 3 6-credit modules work seamlessly together to close the sale. First up, graphic and multimedia design ensures your branding looks highly professional and trustworthy. Next, email and affiliate marketing lets you target your audience with tailored campaigns right in their inbox to strategically nurture those leads. And finally, electronic payment systems ensures that when a customer actually clicks buy, the checkout process is completely frictionless. Beautiful design, targeted outreach, seamless payments. That is exactly how you convert. Next up, Section 5, the academic project. This is really the climax of the whole program, where all those individual skills from the first 8 modules are finally put to the ultimate test. Notice the heavy weight of Module 9 here. The academic project carries 12 credits. That is literally double the value of any previous course we've looked at. It really highlights just how important BIT considers practical, hands-on application. It's not just theory, you actually have to prove your real-world mastery. As the BIT program summary perfectly describes it, this supervised project is your chance to deploy all those smart little techniques used by digital content creators to promote and make people discover their content online in a high-stakes, real-world scenario. It is exactly where the blueprint comes to life, proving you can actually execute a digital marketing strategy from end to end. Finally, Section 6, Top-Paying Career Opportunities. Let's talk about the massive return on investment that comes from completing this intensive 58-credit blueprint. It's probably the most important question you can ask. What can you actually do with this certificate once those 4 months are over? Let's bridge the gap between this new education and the actual realities of the modern digital job market. Well, those 9 modules directly translate into some seriously high-paying, in-demand roles. You could become a digital marketing manager, overseeing entire campaigns and budgets. That deep dive into Module 5, that means you could be an SEO specialist, focusing purely on organic rankings. Module 3 gets you ready to be a PPC or pay-per-click specialist. You could leverage Module 7 to be an email marketing specialist. The graphic design module opens the door to becoming a UX/UI designer, mastering user experience and user interface to make websites intuitive and super appealing. Or, hey, you could be an e-commerce marketer, focusing entirely on driving online sales. Every single module equips you with a highly specialized, totally monetizable skill. The digital landscape is huge, you guys, and the demand for these exact skills is only going up. You've seen the blueprint, from building a WordPress foundation to mastering paid and organic traffic, all the way to optimizing checkout systems. So, I'll leave you with this. With the digital economy expanding every single day, which of these 9 modules is going to be your stepping stone to a new career? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this look into the BIT certificate in digital marketing has sparked your curiosity to go learn more.